Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name is Paredes, and I'm a weird fiction writer. I love telling strange tales, and my favorite animal is the platypus. That's me typing on that typewriter. If you found me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or Substack, then the algorithm gods are doing their work, and I thank you all for joining me on my first video. Today I'm talking about a condition that's plagued us all, writer's block. It's a horrible feeling that we've all come across, and I hate it as much as you probably do. It's draining, and it sometimes takes days, weeks, and months to get out from under. At the time of filming and uploading, I'm wrestling with this monster. And as a writer, my go-to method for dealing with it is to get away from my laptop, my work in progress, and ditch it all for a free writing session on one of my manual typewriters. I'll grab a stack of papers and start punching the keys. The simple act of typing helped me focus and get back into a creative state of mind. And more often than not, I'm able to get back into my story with more energy than when I started. And sometimes I don't, and that's okay. And that's because I wrote. I worked on my life's calling and added a few words to my portfolio. And it doesn't matter if what I wrote was garbage. What's important is that I didn't give up. I always feels worse when writer's block gets me. One day of not writing turns into five or more in a blink of an eye. And I found that free writing on my typewriters cuts through the noise and keeps me on track. Now, some of you are going to ask, why typewriters? The simple answer is that they're free from digital distractions, all of the digital distractions, including social media. And with a typewriter, I can focus on what's important, my words. So that's my advice. It's simple. And you don't have to use a typewriter, like pen and paper, notebook, anything that keeps you away from your smartphone, from social media, from websites, from YouTube, all that distraction. Use something analog to get you back on track. And like I said, it doesn't matter, if that free writing session just turns out dribble. What's important is that you kept writing when you normally would have stopped. And that's huge. I know it is for me. Anyway, for those of you wondering, this video showcases me on an Underwood 21 that I bought a few years ago at the Gramercy Typewriter Company in New York City. Lovely little place. And if you're curious about these old-fashioned clackers, I recommend hitting Gramercy up. They're in New York City. But there's also spots like Iron Fox Typewriters, based in New Jersey, who sells online. Chicago Typewriters also sells online. Phoenix Typewriters out in Phoenix. There's also a good Facebook group called the Antique Typewriter Classifieds group. And I'll type all this up in the description. And I hope you join me on a typewriter. Thanks for joining me.